Too many big plays given up by this Grizzly defense. Trailblazers lead 14-0 early on. Quick drive there. And this isn't an explosive offense. 4 plays, 67 yards, 90 seconds off the clock. Kickoff, end over end kick, fielded by Sorrell at the 4. He'll get a chance to return this one, breaks a tackle at the 15 and won't even get back to the 20. Ball comes out, whistle first though. Not a good looking start, and now you wonder how long George Hernandez can hold on to this starting quarterback role. Will we see Nick Rooney again? So far, Hernandez 3 for 4, just 16 yards. And he is going to lead the show once again. Grizzlies, one of the best in the nation. In fact, the guys are 3rd in the nation in first downs per game, averaging 27 every time they take the field on Saturdays. This is going to be an inside run. Trickles out toward the outside, and maybe a loss of a yard there. Corey Brown struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage. But Dixie State has 8 first downs. The Grizzlies just 1 thus far. Less than 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And Coach Rosie's group struggling to produce offense. And that's definitely not been the MO for the season. They've got yards at the very minimum, even if they've been kept out of the end zone. And now we got a false start call.
Right to the start, number 70, offense, 5-yard penalty, second up.
So that's on the right side of the line against the redshirt junior, Isaiah Briggs. Baton Rouge, Louisiana native, 6'4", 310 pounds. And this group, Briggs 310, Spriggs 280, Milton 315, Richardson 280, and Connor Johnson about 260. These guys, they're supposed to be able to get some push on that line. And the pass now incomplete towards the right side. We've got a 3rd and 14 for the Grizzlies. They're at their own 14-yard line. And not getting any stops on defense, not showing any signs of life on offense. 3:31 on the first period clock. Grizzlies looking at another 3rd down. 0 for 2 thus far. Hernandez filling it from his backside. He's going to rush and get a great majority of the yards needed, but not all of the yards needed. Close to about the 25-yard line. And he's going to have a seat on the sideline. Grizzlies will send Kane Bowen out there for his 3rd punt of the afternoon. 4th and 6. And Bowen setting up shop at about the 7-yard line. Tynell Cooper, who had a really nice return on his 2nd attempt, stands at the 45. Bowen takes a step to the left. Big kick, end over end. It's a low-line drive. Cooper gets it at about the 32, angles towards the near side, gets outside the numbers, past the 50-yard line at the 40, and finally pushed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So the Dixie State special teams play pretty influential to this point.
Flag on the play.
Oh, got a flag, though. I think this is going to benefit the Grizzlies. Flag back at the 37. The Dixie State 37. Well, these guys only averaging, the Trailblazers that is, only averaging 6 yards per punt return on the season.
Holding, Dixie State, 10-yard penalty from the spot of foul, first down.
And so that's good news for the Grizzlies. Now this defense has to make a play. Had a big play on the first offensive possession last week against Colorado Mesa. That was when senior Mike Serino had the interception. And as we've said throughout the season, the only thing that the Grizzlies defense has been rather dependable on is getting turnovers inside the red zone. But you can't depend on that to be your identity if you're a good defense. You got to get some stops before teams are threatening to score. Trailblazers are going to start this drive at their own 27. Luongo in a fullback in the backfield. Coca almost gets the sack, pump fake, and then one of the Grizzlies comes flying down. It's Tim Brown Jr. Left his feet and landed right on Barney at about the 20-yard line.
Loss of 5 yards, 2nd down, 15.
Oh, wow, what an athletic display by the senior, the captain of this defense, Tim Brown Jr. And Barney, had he been able to avoid the flying descent of Tim Brown Jr., he would have had room to run. 2nd and 15. Barney now wants to pass this one, feeling it from his right side, rolling out towards that right, finds a receiver, and this is Dantzler in the middle of the defense, gets the reception at the 30, moves upfield to the 40, just kept roaming and finally found room, and then a late flag coming in. Somebody took a shot at Brown. So I think you're going to have a situation here where the Trailblazers get the first down, and then the penalty's assessed, and they'll have a long first down coming up.
After the play, personal foul, number 66, offense, 15-yard penalty. So if the play is a first down, it will be 1st and 10, Dixie State.
So not a long first down, just a regular first down. That time, the original line of scrimmage after the penalty, it's going to be really close to where the Trailblazers started this drive. They started it at the 27. They'll have first down now from their 29. 3 wide receivers, slot right. And this will be Barney keeping it. Probably should have gave that one up. Tries to go left side, and he'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Mendoza and Keaton Drummer over there, along with R.J. Martin. In fact, it is going to be a TFL for R.J. Martin. Nice to see the junior making plays. 21 tackles coming into today. That big performance against Western State seems like everybody has this season, though. 2nd and 11, 75 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. This is going to be Luongo getting the carry. He'll go A-gap on the left side, find about 5 yards. And check that, that was Kiocho, fullback. And we'll have a third down here coming up for Dixie State. 0 for 1 thus far on third down. Really relied upon the big plays. Haven't had to deal with too many third downs. Not their gift thus far on the season. 8th in the conference thus far, converting just 35% of their attempts. A little play action and a pass. It's going to be picked off. Mekhi Dunlap at the linebacker level. Avoids the first tackle. Still on his feet at the 25. Inside the 20. Tackled at the 15-yard line. Mekhi Dunlap, an all-hands interception. 2nd interception of the season. Oh, the Eastern New Mexico transfer struggled to get off blocks this season, like just about everybody else on the Grizzly defense, but in coverage that time, proved to be a stud. Grizzly offense presented an opportunity. They're going to start a drive in the red zone, and it's going to be Rooney taking the field. 4 wide receivers. Spread out evenly along the line. Pressure off the left side. Rooney steps up into the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone near side. Incomplete. Safety help along with the trailing corner there.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd down.
21 seconds to play in this first quarter. Grizzlies trail 14-0. They needed that interception badly. Rooney gets the guys lined up, and the run attempt met in the backfield. That was Savusa getting to Corey Brown pretty early, and they're going to say Corey lost a yard. 3rd and long now. Grizzlies can get a first down without a touchdown, but they'll be lucky to get the snap off in time, and we got zeros on the clock. So that's going to be the end of the first period. 3rd and 12 when we come back. Adams trailing 14-0, but the best field position they've had all afternoon. They've got a chance to score when we come back. Let's go ahead and take a break. Trailblazers lead 14-0 on KSPK.
Grizzly fans live here. KSPK. Adams State lives on KSPK.
3rd and 12. Grizzlies take a shot to the end zone and score. James Holtrup running the corner route towards the wide side of the field. Teams have switched sides. Adams now moving left to right. 5 seconds off the clock. 6 points on the board. Grizzlies will start the second quarter off on the right note. 14-6 now. Extra point attempt coming up for the Grizzlies. This is Montana Gomez putting this one right through the uprights. Right through the uprights. A little redundant, but hey, point made. Grizzlies are on the board, 14-7. If the guy's got a break lined up, we're going to go ahead and take it. Grizzlies within 7 points here to start off the second quarter on KSPK.
KSPK FM.